this discussion, this latest one that I've come up with the idea for it is, do you always watch all the extras on DVDs and Blu-rays? Well, I know if you go back to the time when I left school, I left school in 1985, and there was no DVDs or Blu-ray players then. The only thing that they had were VHS video recorders, and you could use them for tape. They had they used to have Betamax. I think they might have had Betamax video recorders, but it's just VHS. I don't know if I don't know if the VHS video recorders became the only ones that are commercially available, or that they just. I don't fully know about. You'd have to Google about. I think the VHS became more popular. You couldn't, if you wanted to hire stuff out from your local news agents. You couldn't. You could only get it on VHS because the VHS was a brand that became more popular. But this isn't really about VHS and Betamax video cassette tapes. It's about DVDs and Blu-rays. It's supposed to be more. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be more technically. We're more technically advanced now than what we were back then. But that's the point I'm trying to make, really. If you bought you could record stuff on a video cassette, and you could watch a film on it, but there wasn't the only. Basically, usually the only thing that was on the videotape was just the film. That's all. There wasn't really very much. There might have been a few, a little, a few odd things after the actual film that you could fast forward to after the. Like maybe a little bit, a bit extra, like maybe on the making of it. You'd have to, you'd need to fast forward to get to those bits. You'd need to fast forward past to the end of the film. But they didn't normally. They didn't do anything like that. The only thing that was on the cassette tape was just the film. That's all. There wasn't anything else besides that. But DVDs and Blu-rays are different from that. There's plenty of room to put because of all the information that you can put on these discs. You can put lots and lots. You can put lots and lots of stuff besides the actual film itself, because there's plenty of room on there. The actual film takes up only a very small amount of space on the disc. You can put commentaries, documentaries on the making of it, bloopers, deleted scenes. The list it goes on. The list goes on and on. It's endless what they can actually put on there. And the subject of this discussion is: do you always watch all the extras on DVDs or Blu-rays? I know because of the hectic sort of lives that people lead when they've got kids. It's difficult to find time. If you buy a DVD or a Blu-ray, it's difficult. It could be difficult to find time to watch any extra stuff besides the actual film itself. And it's. Oh, well, I keep forgetting. I wish I used to write scripts out for me discussions, but I'm too lazy to do that now. It's like I keep saying, I can't be bothered, and sometimes I get to a certain point where I can't think what I'm going to say next, and it's well, that's the point. The point I'm trying to make, that they can put far more on a DVD or Blu-ray than what they could on the VHS or Betamax cassette tape. In the 80s, late 70s, 80s, that's and do you or Maybe if you don't find time to watch all the extras on the DVD, maybe you feel that you've wasted, you're not getting your money's worth out of it that you spent on it. Well, I don't buy stuff new, but I get stuff from charity shops and get. But I don't really buy a lot of new stuff. I get films from charity shops and off eBay, so I don't. It's not very often that I buy stuff new. But I get it's not worth me doing it because I get Netflix. I'm paying for Netflix, so it's not worth. It's like I don't buy a lot of records and music CDs because it's. At the end of the day, it's just throwing money down the drain because of all the amount of music that you can get on YouTube. It's pointless to buy a record that you want, even if it's from a market store or a charity shop. It's just this, but I do it. I still do buy records and CDs, but. I very often try and sell them, get a bit of money back from them because anyway, I try and have a look on YouTube to see if I can find the same album that I bought, and if I can find it on YouTube, I'll try and sell the LP because there are people that will buy things off you, but. The general topic of his discussion is: do you always watch all the extras on DVDs and Blu-rays? I know some of the commentaries that they put on these things are very informative. I've just watched an episode of House MD, and the medical drama series called House MD. The English actor called Fry Laurie was in it. He was Fly Laurie. He was more of a comedian than actor, really. He used to be in this comedy series with another bloke called Stephen Fry, and it was called A Bit of Fly and Laurie. But he didn't just do comedy. He did a bit of acting as well, and he appeared he appeared as this doctor, and he had to do an American accent. I mean, I find it pretty easy to do an American accent. Hello, man, hello. It's pretty, because you hear so much of it on the telly, it's so easy to do it. I can't do other accents, really. I don't find it very easy to do accents, but an American accent is just easy. It's easy as pie. Because you hear them talking like that. Because I've always heard people talking like that on the television from childhood. It becomes second nature to me. And he's... there's this episode of it called Help Me, where there's been this disaster caused by a crane driver falling asleep or blacking out, and but all these people are trapped, and he's faced with the decision of having to amputate this woman's leg while she's not fully anaesthetised. And it's a very to get her free from rubble. She's trapped under something, and he's faced with a choice, with a decision to do that, to get her free. And it's a very gripping episode. It's one of the most gripping things you could imagine. I've just watched the commentary on it, and it's very informative. It's good. I think it's good to watch commentaries on things because you learn a lot from it when you watch it. You find out about where the inspiration came from for the scenes in the film, where the idea came from the film, how it was filmed, how it was casted, and you learn a lot from watching the commentaries, especially more than any other stuff. So just let me know in the comments whether or not you watch all the extras on your DVDs or Blu-rays, and just tell me what the reasons are why you do or don't do it. Do you just want to watch the actual film or the episode of the TV series, or you want to watch extras? Do you choose to watch the extras as well? And I've managed to get this one up to past 10 minutes. I didn't think it. Sometimes some of my discussions are really brief because I can't think of very much to say on the actual subject that I'm talking about, so it just doesn't get to it doesn't get into double figures. But this one has. Anyway, what sort of they put bloopers where they put all sorts. They put deleted scenes. And there's commentaries on the deleted scenes where they tell you where the scene was why the scene was actually taken out before the film was released, why they didn't include it in the final, in the final cut, and there's bloopers, bits like people laughing during the scene and they have to, or swearing or and yeah, and. They have to stop filming it, or they get the lines wrong, and all that is included on the DVD. All sorts of extra stuff. It's brilliant because it's so much better than a VHS or Betamax video cassette, because there's so much more information for you to watch. It's so much more informative. There's like documentary style. They sometimes put a documentary style film that tells you more about the actual subject that the film is based on, and sometimes it's fascinating. It's opens up a whole new world for you with all the information that they give you. Anyway. Just let me know whether you watch all the extras on your DVDs or Blu-rays, and what your reasons for watching it all or not watching it. Anyway, bye for now. I'll be back with more discussions.